Hey y'all, welcome back to Adventuring with Amanda. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to my channel, welcome. We are boondocking in Kaibab National Forest in northern Arizona. It's right outside Coconino National Forest. It's been great, but I have some stuff that's testing my patience, y'all. Um, I was really eager to get back out on the road after the fiasco with attempting to get my van fixed and my fridge breaking. I probably should have been a little more patient, but I figured that I would use my Yeti cooler instead of ordering a new fridge right away. And to be honest with you, my Yeti is it's challenging me. It's challenging me. Um a lot of things have changed in my van since I used it last, which was over 2 years ago. So I forgot, first of all, how big it is. It's a 35 Tundra, and it's about the same length as my fridge was, but it's about 3 to 4 inches like deeper. Um, so it's taking up so much of my floor space. And at first I was like, I'm just going to take it out and put it in the shade. But with the way the sun has been shifting, it's been really difficult and it's been such a pain. Furthermore, I ran into a snag with the dry ice. So when I first started van life, my very first trip ever in my red minivan back in 2020, the summer of 2020, I went to Idaho to meet a couple of my girlfriends. And I tested a Yeti, which was a little smaller than this one. It was my dad's, and I was like, Dad, I'm going to borrow your Yeti. I'm going to see if I like it. I'm going to use it. So I set out on my road trip. I put a block of dry ice in there, and it worked great. It kept my stuff cold for about a week. And then after that, I started just kind of using like more ice because I would use it like for drinks and things like that in the summer. And then I ended up switching to a fridge. Well, I didn't realize that if you put dry ice in like a regular freezer, it will disintegrate. I bought dry ice on Sunday. I put it in my freezer at home, and when I went to take it out on Monday, it was like disintegrated. And I'm obviously not a pro on dry ice, and I didn't know that would happen. And I was like, forget it. I don't want to go back to the grocery store to get another block of dry ice. It was like $12, so I'm just going to use regular ice. Well, I regret that because the ice has been lasting, like, it lasts about 4 days, which is pretty good considering we're in Arizona. It's very dry here, and it's the summer. So the ice has been lasting a few days, which is fine, but it's just such a pain in the ass, you guys. And so between that and all the space that it's taking up, I just want a fridge again. So, but it's been a challenge, and I see all of these things as challenges that I can overcome, and now I know that I need to be a little more grateful for a fridge setup. It just works way better for me. A Yeti's great if you're just like going on weekend camping trips, 2 or 3 days. But when you're like me and you're in your van for 7, 10, 14 days at a time, it just doesn't work out. And it's not cost effective to even have to get ice every 4 days. It's just not. So but it is what it is. So I'm dealing with it, and I'm grateful that I have it while I figure out my fridge situation, because Set Powers told me they were going to send me a fridge, but I haven't heard from them in a few days, even after I followed up with them. So I think that I'm just going to buy one this weekend on Amazon, and I think I'm going to go with the brand that a lot of you have been talking about, which is, I think it's pronounced Bouge RV. I don't know if that's pronounced correctly, but I found one that I really like, and it's a great price, and it's gray, and I like it. So I think I'm going to give that a try because so many of you have recommended that one, and I've heard really good things about it. So it's not too bad, like $200. So I think I'll just end up buying that because I have Amazon Prime, and it'll be to my house in literally 2 days whenever I decide to make the purchase. So The other thing that's been challenging me is the pollen. The pollen here is insane. It has been like raining pollen, and you guys know that I'm a clean freak and I can't even keep up with it. Everything is coated. I mean, every time I'm outside, just my glasses get coated. My phone, my tablet, everything is coated with pollen, and it's been quite the experience. I mean, Maddie and I will just see it just raining. We'll see the wind swirl and just the yellow and green haze from all the pollen. Oh, it's brutal. So I am, you know, this is van life reality, right? This is van life reality. These are the things that we have to deal with sometimes, but I am taking it in stride and just learning a lot, and also letting go of control of my cleaning habits. You know, I'll wipe stuff down, but then I'll leave it because I'm like, it's just gonna get a lot worse. And then like last night before I went to bed, I wiped everything down, so it wasn't super pollen-y when Wynston and I were sleeping. But other than that, the weather's been really nice, and so I'm going to show you some other life at camp footage, but I just wanted to be honest about the challenges that I'm facing right now. I will be home back in the valley on Tuesday to my home base, so I'm taking my van into another shop to have them look at it. I'm going to get a second opinion, and while I'm back there, I will also be getting a new fridge in the mail, whether it's from Set Powers or one that I order on Amazon this weekend. So I have been rambling for almost 7 minutes, but remember to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let's show you some life at camp stuff that's going on. There he goes. He decided to move the tent. You should have seen all the pollen that came off the top. That's one way to get it done. Oh wow, he's really moving it. So here you can see that I have a lot less floor space with my Yeti, and that's even with moving my passenger seat up. So I like my Yeti, and it's pretty. It's just causing me some frustration. So you can see too all of the pollen and dust on my van. It's just leaving a green layer everywhere. It is very, very brutal. Oh, and look who it is. It's a handsomest boy. I got my campsite cleaned up the best I can for today. Just put away my towels from after my shower, did my dishes. Maddie is charging some of my electronics. He was like, I need some stuff to charge. I have so much power. And I was like, here, you can charge my Nintendo Switch and my vacuum. So making use of his power. And I think I decided I am going to buy that new fridge I was talking about. So I think I'll probably buy it tomorrow. It'll be to my house by Sunday. You all know how I've been using that massive Van Powers 1500 power station to charge my fridge on my front seat. Well, good news. One thing about Maddie and I traveling together and both being YouTubers is that we exchange and trade and share products a lot of the time. So he's giving me his All Powers, which is about the same amount of power as my Van Powers, but look at it. It's literally half the size. So now I will be able to put my fridge back here as usual, bring the cord through, plug it in right here on the side. That's where the solar charges as well, and I have that brand new 200 watt solar panel that I will be using for it. And I can fit a 3-gallon water jug, my litter, and a 1-gallon water jug up front. Before, I couldn't fit anything extra with that Van Powers. Now I can fit a water jug. This is so exciting. So Maddie gave me his all powers. He's only used it a couple times. I have all of the cords, but I just wanted to take my stuff out to see how it'll fit. And I'm really excited that I will have about the same amount of power, but I'll be able to store more stuff on the floor. So I'm very excited to get my new fridge. Look at that. I was actually able to fit all of my water jugs down there and my litter. That is very exciting. I feel so much better about that setup. All right, y'all, I think we will wrap it up here for the day. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video all the way through. Remember to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I will see you next time.